Today actually could mark that historic turning point in sentiment, at least for Alphabet. Ben Reitzes is the head of technology research at Melius Research. Ben has a hold rating on Alphabet. You made the comparison in a previous note, Ben, of Alphabet to Eastman Kodak, which certainly conjures up the worst case scenario. Are we going to look back at today and say this is the day that the market realized that that existential threat that had been talked about for so long is a reality?
It could be that day. It really could be. We compared it to Kodak in terms of the innovator's dilemma, where your eyes saw digital cameras coming and the digital revolution. It didn't matter if it was really ready for prime time that exact second, but you knew it was coming. And then eventually it caught up with you, and the existential threat did come to bore there in the worst way possible. Not going to be really the case for Alphabet because they could break up and they have a lot of great assets. But nonetheless, it does remind us of it. Innovator's dilemma. They don't really know what to do. They're experimenting here, experimenting there. Actually, nobody even knows what's going on. The regular search, we think, is being disrupted by AI very clearly, though. And they got to make a bet soon.
What kind of bet do you think they should make? I mean, do you think that the disruption to regular search is much faster than what everybody is expecting now? I mean, I know that if I use Gemini instead of a regular search, I don't click on any of the blue links. I don't go to any of the sponsored stuff that I might have gone to before in a traditional search. And I'm imagining that times however many is the experience for many people.
Isn't it amazing? Just common sense in what you said. And you know how many times I caught so much for saying that in my notes. But it's just common sense. You put an AI summary in, even, and it demotes links. You times that by a lot. It's got to demote the rate of return of the ads. And you know, what I really think they need to do is make a bet, and they need to say, hey, this is the new way of search. This is how we see it. You know, sort of like what Apple does when they put out the iPhone. This is the new way there's a phone. And they disrupted the iPod, and the iPod went away. And, you know, they need to do that. They need to say, this is the new search. This is the magic 3 links instead of 50 links that are useless. And this is the way it's going to look. It's crisp. It's cool. Here's a new bidding system. This is Google now. And then they have to have Google Classic, which is like a Google search, and it has the old ad platform. And people can choose that, maybe people my age and older. But things in this AI age are happening fast. They happen the fastest we've ever seen. And you just don't know. Me personally, I put in my estimates them getting really hit from search next year and the year after. But then a day later or something, the paid clicks came out in the 10Q, and we saw that paid clicks are already decelerating at Alphabet. And on their conference call, they said everything was great. And then you realize they increased the cost, the click charge, which we don't think is going to happen forever. If the rate of return on your ads are going down, you're not going to be able to charge more all the time to make up for a weakness in clicks. So I just think it's classic innovator's dilemma. It's a great company. There's probably a lot of people watching it from the company right now saying, I can't, you know, we're amazing. But it doesn't, when you have the innovator's dilemma, the best model like Gemini doesn't always win. You have to disrupt yourself and go.